Welcome to Module 5 of our employability skills. Today we're going to talk about initiative and dependability, both in the classroom and in the workplace. So first thing is, once you land that job, you've got to work hard to stay employed. So a lot of soft skills are required. Obviously, workers need the technical skills in their field, but they also equally important to employers are your listening skills, your adaptability and flexibility, your teamwork, your judgment and wisdom, your ability to communicate, and your dependability. One of my favorite quotes is, I think Woody Allen said, 80% of success is showing up. To have those, you need to have good work habits. Make a list of good work habits. Provide examples of good work habits. I always say, what would you like if you were the boss? How would you like your employees to behave? Well, behave that way. Section 2, we talk about managing your time. We all have the same amount of time. No rich people, poor people, we all have 24 hours. So how do we manage that most effectively? Few quotes you can look through. Lots of times people make a log of their time, or they do a planner to make sure they both schedule their time efficiently and also don't overschedule their time. Successful time management is a balance between recreational time, professional obligations, rest, etc. Balancing that, it just doesn't happen by chance. Most people have to plan it out. Lots of us are going to have very busy schedules. Lots of times you'll need to prioritize tasks. Which things can I do? Which things might I delegate? Which things might I not do? Make sure you put some time in for planning into your schedule. Oftentimes people at the beginning or the end of the week like to set aside an hour or two to plan. Make sure you have some time for interruptions. The doctor's office always has an hour or so for emergencies. Obviously anticipate some problems. To-do lists are wonderful to have to keep track of what needs to be done and how to prioritize them. So that's a lot of great tips and suggestions for coping with a busy schedule. Now, setting goals. A lot of folks are called SMART goals, and we'll go through what those are. SMART goals are goals that are specific. What specific are you going to accomplish? They're measurable, so you can determine if you're successful or not. They're attainable. Having a goal that's impossible to attain isn't particularly helpful. They're relevant or important. And they're time-bound, meaning that I will accomplish this goal or not accomplish this goal by a certain date. Setting and achieving goals. Well, you can have personal goals, financial goals, educational goals, career goals. Just like time management, most people have some sort of balance of each one of those categories. So there's time for each of them. Finally, let's talk about the work environment. Maintain your workspace. A clean office is much easier to work in than a dirty one, right? Make space the right tools. Obviously, what's wrong with this picture is, gosh, know where things are. And it also hurts your image a bit if people think it's sort of an unprofessional image. Most people figure out how to order things, how to put things current. It's very similar to a desktop. You want to have things that you don't use every day filed away, and the things you're working on currently in your open workspace. Let's talk a little bit about your role in the overall system. In most businesses and workplaces, you're a piece, you're a player. You have your role, and you need to make sure you work effectively with the other team members and the group to make sure the overall organization is as effective as possible. Working in the system, business organizations have a structure. The structure is normally comprised of different departments. They communicate within that structure. Each department has a function, and the departments need to reach their goals for the overall good of the organization. Have a great week.